And gentlemen, if we could get y'all to take a seat, we will get started.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi there in the back. Please feel free to grab a seat. We're so excited to welcome you today. Welcome to the beautiful Poinciana Campus on a not so beautiful day, but we're glad that you're here. Jay and I've been, what's the difference? What's a rain dance or a sun dance? I don't know. We're trying to figure that out. But anyway, my name is Mike Bosley, and I have the pleasure of serving as the interim executive dean of the Poinciana Campus. And as you know, this campus is in this community to serve the students who live here. It's a campus for the community, by the community. I'm so excited to see so many community faces here. Many of our colleagues from our neighboring businesses and industry, many of our students are in the room. It is a Friday in the summer, just so you know, but we're here and we're very excited. And believe it or not, we'll be celebrating our 5th year this year. We were founded in 2017. So one of the other duties I have today is to introduce our special guest. Congressman Darren Soto is here, so please join me in welcoming Darren. We'll go to the second row where Representative Kristen Arrington is here. Chairman of the Osceola County Commission, Brandon Arrington. I think that's all we have from special guests. If I missed anyone, please jump up and let us know, but we appreciate your continued support. I also have the pleasure of introducing Carrie Black. And Carrie, let's turn the page, is our Director of Energy, Conservation, and Sustainability here at Valencia College. She has been with the college for almost 4 years and works across our 8 campuses and additional locations to reduce our environmental footprint. Carrie.
Thank you, Dr. Bosley. So sustainability is nothing new here at Valencia College. In the early 2000s, students, faculty, and staff got together to start working on college-wide environmental initiatives, going beyond what was working and what they were doing in the classroom. Then in 2009, we signed the American College and University's President's Climate Commitment, now called the Climate Leadership Network, which recognized the important role that higher education plays in addressing global climate change. So that set the course for the creation of the Valencia Office of Sustainability, which this past school year, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary. That's unprecedented among Florida state colleges. So with Valencia committed to carbon neutrality by 2050, the Office of Sustainability works to promote and execute operational practices in the service of environmental, economic, and social responsibility. And one of those practices is our environmental food waste diversion program. So on a couple of our campuses, we offer food waste collection for our kitchen operations so that way that food can go to be composted instead of going to the landfill to create methane emissions. We've even been able to expand that so then that way we can offer it to students and faculty on one of our campuses. And this post-consumer food waste program is one of a kind, the first of its kind in the region, if not in the state for higher education. So we're very, very proud of that. And we've also won national awards for our waste diversion, including winning the National Higher Education Recycle Mania competition 2 years in a row. But we don't just talk about waste and recycling. We also focus on energy and water conservation, as well as addressing our transportation-related emissions. In fact, Valencia offers a free ride to class. That's right, a free ride. Using our Links Paw Pass program, students can ride the bus for free to class. So this program is now 5 years strong, and in the first 3 years alone, we surpassed 1 million cumulative rides. Pretty impressive. And Valencia knows that it's through these partnerships that we'll be able to address global climate change. So we've joined several, including the Regional Resilience Collaborative, which is sponsored by the local planning council, and it serves 8 counties, including here in Osceola, and it works to make sure that our communities are reducing the risks and vulnerabilities associated with a changing environment. But just as important as those external partnerships are the internal ones. So thanks to the support of senior leadership and also working with outstanding student leaders, many of them here today, as well as our phenomenal facilities and operations teams, we've been able to do so much in the past 10 years. And the next 10 are looking very bright as well. And now it is my honor to introduce one of those extraordinary student leaders, Ms. Trinity Tresner. Trinity currently works at the Florida House of Representatives under Representative Joy Goff-Marcel. Prior to this, she was a student at Valencia, and she served as the Poinciana Campus Student Government President and also worked on the Sustainability Committee. Without further ado, Ms. Trinity Tresner.
Hello, it's so great to be back at the Poinciana campus. This is where I started after all. As Carrie mentioned, my name is Trinity and I'm a proud Valencia College alumna. I actually started as a student at the Poinciana campus in 2018. And along the way, I became extremely invested in the college. By my second semester, I was hired here as a wellness ambassador. And in 2020, I was elected student government president. And it was actually in both of those roles that I had the opportunity to serve as a liaison between students and staff. My peer-to-peer connection with other students allowed me to work closely with faculty and staff to address how we can better support the student body. And so we sparked many initiatives. We distributed surveys. We even held virtual roundtable conversations as a way to connect with students. But we quickly found that there isn't just one magic answer to solving every student problem. It takes a lot of work, more conversations, active engagement, and adaptation. And although we don't really know where the issues end, we do know where the work begins. So faculty, staff, and even lawmakers can contribute to bettering the student experience by starting with creating a safe, sustainable, clean, educational environment for students to thrive in. And this amazing $500,000 check secured by Representative Soto will unequivocally play a huge role in enhancing the college experience for Poinciana students. So I just wanted to leave you with this. If we want to make life a little better for students and ourselves, we need to start by tending to our environment. And I believe that's just what Valencia is doing by adding solar energy on campus and being a good steward of our natural resources, including the beautiful building the beautiful land that this phenomenal building sits on. This is truly such a monumental moment for Poinciana campus and those invested in sustainability across the college. And I am beyond excited to see Valencia leading by example and achieving clean energy. So thank you to everyone involved in putting this together, and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak. I now have the wonderful pleasure of introducing Valencia College's 5th president, Dr. Kathleen Plinsky. Many of you may know Dr. Plinsky for her 11 years of dedicated service to Valencia College and her role as Osceola Campus President, and most recently, Executive Vice President and Provost. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kathleen Plinsky.
Thank you so much, Trinity. And isn't it amazing to hear from one of our alumni about what this project means to her? I'd also just like to say a special thanks to Carrie Black, to Paul Rooney, to Sean Andrews, to Lauren Bender for your incredible commitment and support of our sustainability efforts at the college, as well as to our members of the Sustainability Committee. I know that many of you are here this afternoon, and I appreciate so much your support. I thought it was very apropos that yesterday I opened up Facebook and I had a memory of the groundbreaking of this campus, many of which you were in the photographs. 6 years ago, we broke ground on the Poinciana campus, and this campus has created access for many, many students who otherwise would have been shut out of higher education. And as we were first imagining the campus, we expressed an explicit commitment to environmental sustainability. I remember on our vision board, we identified a goal of designing a net zero capable campus. We didn't know exactly when we would be able to add sources of renewable energy, but we wanted to design the infrastructure to minimize the carbon footprint of the campus and ultimately achieve carbon neutrality. I want to thank our architects, DLR, our engineering partners, TLC, for making that vision a reality and creating the possibility for today's celebration. So again, while we imagined adding a photovoltaic system to the campus, we didn't have a clear timeline as to when. And so last spring, I was finishing a master's degree in industrial and systems engineering from the University of Florida and was required to work with a group on a capstone project, incorporating many of the elements of what we learned throughout the program. Our capstone faculty mentor had deep expertise in evaluating the optimal time to invest in a solar energy system in residential projects and agreed to work with our group on modifying his models to identify the optimal time to invest in solar energy for a college campus. So given the expected variability in costs of utilities and photovoltaic systems into the future, our analysis suggested that the investment in solar panels would yield a net positive financial return if we waited to install them until 2028. It was right about that time when we finished the modeling that we received an invitation from Congressman Soto's office to submit a community project funding request. So given this opportunity, we reran the models considering the possibility of a $500,000 appropriation. And the results were very clear. The optimal time to invest was immediately. We submitted our proposal to Congressman Soto's office with enthusiasm and hope. I want to extend a special thanks to Dr. Risi, our capstone project mentor and assistant professor in industrial and systems engineering at the University of Florida, Dr. Lee, assistant professor in industrial and systems engineering and director of the University of Florida's Outreach Engineering Management Program, and Patsy Messinger, associate director of the Outreach Engineering Program at UF, who made the trip all the way down to Gainesville to celebrate this extraordinary news. And if any of you are interested in earning a master's degree in industrial and systems engineering, I highly recommend it. And I am sure that they'd be happy to talk with you. They offer the classes actually in Lake Nona, so it's nearby. So it is now my absolute pleasure to introduce a very special friend of the college. He has been a steadfast advocate for students in Central Florida and for the residents of Poinciana. And really, were it not for Congressman Soto's leadership during his time in the Florida Senate, I'm not sure that the Poinciana campus would be in existence today. And he also is a champion for environmental sustainability. And were it not for his leadership as a congressman, our vision for a net zero campus would still be a dream. Congressman Soto, thank you so very much for your continued support of Valencia College.
Today, we have another amazing chapter in the partnership between our office and Valencia. Thank you, Dr. Plinsky, Jay Galbraith, and all our team at Valencia for helping out. I do also want to say I have both Josh and Julian, who we stole from you all, who are now on my staff. So thank you, and I'm sorry. As we stood out there 6 years ago, gosh, time flies. Remember that, students, time does fly. I got to sit out there with our new dean of the Poinciana campus to be Dr. Plinsky, Chairman Arrington, which thank you to the county's commitment through the land that we needed, along with Representative Mike LaRosa, who helped us with veto issues, and to Governor Scott, who signed it into law. So it was a real bipartisan effort between state and local government, along with our county. And what was here before, and you see it throughout a lot of Poinciana, woods and empty fields, as well as a lot of suburbs. But our concern was that less than half of the kids in South Osceola County were going to college. Less than half, compared to if they were closer to the East Osceola campus or to Lake Nona or others. That concerned me, not only representing the area, but I have family who are graduates of Liberty High School right here. And I thought about them and their peers and what that meant. Kids were taking the bus 2 hours each way. Some were even walking. I can't imagine walking 3 hours each day to do that. And it was a barrier to the future of so many around here. So we fought for the money, and we weren't surprised when we saw 100% enrollment in the first year, right? 100% right away. But what did surprise us, and we knew many first generation college students would be enrolled, but what did surprise me is their parents enrolled too. Your parents enrolled right away. It was for the whole community. We were thinking of you, but there's so many older students coming back to retool and reskill, which was amazing. And we know that environment's in our DNA here in Osceola County. Just a little further away from us to the east, we have Lake Tahopa-Caliga. We're near the Shingle Creek. North of here, the Kissimmee Chain of Lakes, the headwaters of the Everglades flows through Poinciana. Like having a beautiful neighborhood, we have an important goal, and I'm proud to have a great representative in Tallahassee like Kristen Arrington to help out with water quality and these other issues. Let's give both of them a round of applause. So here we are today. Like the Poinciana tree itself, this campus will be powered by the sun to help meet your sustainability goals. 40%, I was pretty surprised by that. 40% of the power will come from these solar panels right here, and give your students, our students here, an opportunity to help work in a fast growing area. So we're really excited about that, with environment being such an important part of our hearts. But wait, there's more. We're going into our 2023 budget, and I'm proud to announce today that we've included Valencia's request for $1 million for cybersecurity in the 2023 budget. This is also about resiliency. We saw with everything from the solar winds attack on the federal government to the Colonial Pipeline that held up energy for so many in North Florida and other areas throughout the Southeast, that our nation and our institutions are continually under attack by nefarious agents, cyber hackers who are trying to hurt our way of life. And so this is a critical part of shoring up and making sure this institution has the integrity and strength to last through with so many challenges. I want to end with just saying what this is all about. This is all about our students. Can all our other students in the room raise your hand? And alumni too, because we have some recent alumni. This is about you and your future. Thank you, everybody. You're who we've been waiting for, and we're so excited for what the future brings with all of our future leaders here at the Poinciana campus. Thank you so much.
Congressman, thank you so much. You honor us with your presence. My name is Jay Galbraith. I'm the Vice President of Public Affairs and Advancement for the college. And I probably have the person knowing Congressman Soto the longest. I remember when he was a young lawyer and running for the Florida House. And to our students here, there's two things that you can learn from Congressman Soto. One, don't ever forget where he came from, because he has never forgotten where he came from. And the other is, I've had the privilege of working in 5 legislatures in Washington, D.C. And 9 out of 10 folks that go to Washington, they kind of change over time. And Congressman Soto is the same person today as he was when he was elected to the Florida House. You've never forgotten about home, and thank you for loving Valencia College. We appreciate it. Commissioner Arrington, Representative Arrington, thank you both for being here. I also want to introduce Mike Nicola from Osceola County, who's also a great partner with us and a member of Soto alumni. So Mike, good to have you. So it was actually Mike that called me the night that the budget was being written, kind of giving me some behind the scene conversation on it. So Mike, thank you. I want to thank Carrie. Thank you for all of the work that you did to put into this. Bryce, in the back, Bryce, thank you for all that you did for this. I'm standing between you and cupcakes. And that's a dangerous place to stand. We have got some very themed sun cupcakes and sun kissed and sun this and sun that. So please take advantage of it. We do want to get some photos, and feel free. The other thing I would ask you to do, especially our students, feel free to get pictures with Congressman Soto and tag Valencia, tag him, and thank him for all of his work on our behalf. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Congressman, thank you.